capital city of fighting country. Now I am in central part of Kyiv, and I'd like to give you information about life in Kyiv during this unfounded cruel war. Hello guys, hello from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, the fighting country. Unfortunately, attention of the world community attracted to the events in the Middle East. And I wanna tell you, I wanna remind you that war in Ukraine is in its full swing. So please join my channel. And today I wanna discuss with you events in Ukraine and around Ukraine and around the world. And also you will see how we live here in Kyiv, home to 3 million people. I am waiting for more viewers. And please subscribe my channel. And you know that according to algorithms of YouTube, you maybe we need to promote my channel, and for this we need likes. The more likes, the better. The more people will have opportunity to see how we live here in Kyiv during the war. Thank you guys, thank you for your likes, thank you for joining me. I'll be waiting for more viewers. My name is Sergey Uzlov. Hello from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Today is Friday. I inform you who is going to watch my stream later when I will upload it on YouTube. And please, if you have questions about life in Ukraine and about roots of this unfounded cruel war, so please don't hesitate, ask me questions, and I need your likes. Please do favor for me and strike like button. We're in central parts of Kyiv. Name of this square is Mikhailivska Square due to Monastery, Mikhailivsky Monastery, which as you can see now. And by the way, domes of this church and monastery covered with real gold. So nowadays not all churches covered with gold. Sometimes they use compounds. It is let me see. Later I tell you later. But these are real gold. Okay, now we're heading to memorial wall commemorating our fallen defenders. And first victims gave their lives for independence of Ukraine and independence of their families and their homes, land in 2014. So on the 24th of February of this year, we marked the 4th anniversary of full-scale invasion on Ukraine. But the war began 12 years ago. We'll get closer to the memorial wall and you will see with your own eyes that war began. It started in 2014. You can see dates of these our defenders, dates of their deaths. 2014. The weather is nice. It is a sunny day and temperature is around 17 above zero, and it is a little slight wind, and it is just very beginning of the spring, and you can see the trees are without leaves yet, but they are ready to bloom soon. I think in a couple of weeks everything will be green and in blooms, but not for these guys. These guys were killed by Russians 12 years ago. Look at these faces, beautiful, bright faces. They are not among us already. This memorial wall represents just a very small percentage of all our soldiers, and not only soldiers, and also volunteers that were killed by Russians during these 12 years of Russian invasion. And Russian invasion started from occupation of Crimea Peninsula, south of Ukraine, and Donetsk and Lugansk districts. They are in the eastern parts of Ukraine. And I myself from Donetsk, and I'm refugee for 12 years already. And I saw my home in July, the last time in July of 2014. Well, it is one more list of killed soldiers and men and women here. And this is Mikhailivsky Monastery. Original church was built in the first part of 12th century, but it was demolished by Bolsheviks when they swept the power in 1917, and on the place of the monastery and church was tennis and badminton courts, and the church was rebuilt, reconstructed in the end of 20th century. And on Mikhailivska Square is exhibition of destroyed Russian military vehicles that were destroyed during first stage of full-scale Russian invasion in 2022. Soviets love these memorials. Uh, I didn't quite get your comments. These guys on Memorial Wall were killed during independent Ukraine. Ukraine gained independence in 1991, and that guys were killed during insidious invasion of Russia on independent country of Ukraine. And in front of me is memorial wall to other people, other activists, those who were killed during events of 2014 on Maidan and nearby streets. So they are 100% civilians, and they were killed by pro-Russian President Yanukovych riot police. We call them heavenly hundreds, and in fact there were a bit more than 107 or so people. And this is memorial dedicated to victims of Holodomor, famine genocide that happened in 1992, 1932 and 1933. And during winter, back then, up to 9 million Ukrainians were died due to artificial, man-made famine. And over there you can see Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine. It was built just right before German Nazi invasion to Kyiv in the middle of 30th of 20th century. It was built not for Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, because of at that time independent Ukraine did not exist. Ukraine was part of a huge country, Soviet Union, and Soviet Union consisted of 15 countries: Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and other. All in all, 15 countries were members of the Soviet Union. And Ukraine gained independence in 1991, and by the way, Russia became independent country in the same year, in 1991. Well, guys, thank you for your likes. If not difficult, I need more likes for YouTube algorithms. And now we're on open air exhibition, and most of these vehicles are Russian vehicles destroyed during first stage of Russian invasion in 2022, but not all of them are Russian vehicles, and this is new exhibit. In any way, it is new for me, because of this ambulance emerged here on Mikhailivska Square just a couple days ago, and this is ambulance from front line. Maybe not from front line, but from the place next to front line. And as you can see, Russians attack everything, everyone they can reach. And I don't know exactly history about this ambulance, but you can see that they don't spare any vehicles and any stuff that belongs to Ukraine. Let's peep inside. Usually on vehicles some information about it, but This is new exhibit, so I don't know much about history about that that bus ambulance. You can hear sound of bells of Mikhailivsky Monastery, and there is some delegation. Maybe you recognize some people here. I don't know them, and it is commonplace that some foreigners visit this place. It is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. On distance, maybe this gentleman visiting Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I don't know. Well, let's start from the very beginning. This is Russian, obviously Russian combatant staff vehicle. It is not for stormtroopers. It was for guiding battlefield, for directing battle. It was equipped with electronics. So let's peek inside. It was burned. All equipment was burned. And this is a howitzer, Soviet Union designed and maybe made in times of Soviet Union. And during the first stage of Russian invasion, Ukrainian army and Russian army used not similar but the same military equipment, because of we had joined army in Soviet Union. But nowadays we use sophisticated equipment from our ally country, from Germany, from the United States, from Great Britain and other countries. And this is a Russian floating howitzer, Carnation or Gvozdika. It has caliber 122 millimeters, and it's able to cross the rivers and not big lakes without bridges. I have some question: what matrix of feeling we you from? I am from free. To say true, I didn't quite understand your question. What's so maybe you you're asking about my feelings. So I cannot say what my feelings are. So I'm not in despair, but I'm a little bit sick and tired of this war, because this war started for me 12 years ago. I'm from eastern part of Ukraine, from Donetsk, and I lost there everything that was there to my heart. Donetsk is under Russian occupation now, and in general 19% of Ukrainian territory is under Russian occupation. And they attack us every day, every night, 24 days a week. 24 hours, 7 days a week. Well, and this is another howitzer, self-propelled howitzer Star S. On that place was anti-aircraft gun machine. I can answer for you. You are from the well, it is much heavier than other one. The first one, its weight is 40 tons, 45 tons approximately, and this is outdated infantry fighting vehicle, BMP-2. I suppose that our guys don't use vehicles like this. Maybe just several vehicles left. Because of now we use Marder, and I'm not military person, so I don't remember their names. But you can see it is outdated one, and it was equipped with gun machine 30 millimeters. You can see gun here. And this is a quite modern Russian tank, T90, T90A. It is some information. It was destroyed near Sumy city. Sumy city, it is on north of Ukraine, and Ukraine is the biggest country in Europe by its square, but Ukraine is still a small country in comparison to Russia, and Russia is 28 times bigger than Ukraine. And how many people live in Ukraine now? I think no one knows exactly. Maybe I know that before Russian invasion, Ukraine was home for 46 million people, and about 9 million people left their homes for European countries, for other countries in the world, maybe the western part of Ukraine. Tank T90A has caliber 125 millimeters, and all Russian tanks has the same caliber. This is another Russian military vehicle. Vehicles like this are used not only in military, they also used in civilian industries without weaponry, of course. It has very thin armor. You can see thickness of armor. It is just maybe 4 millimeters or so. It also was burned from inside. And by the way, MLTB vehicles consume more than 100 diesel per 100 kilometers, so they are not effective in many ways. They are good for rugged terrains, but they have a very thin armor and too much fuel than they consume during their movement. And so now we are nearing to drone, infamous drone. Now in front of us is not Shahid, it is Geran. So Russia started to attack us with drones like this, unmanned airborne vehicles. They started to attack us in August of 2022, and first drones were made in Iran, and a bit later that they set up construction of these vehicles on Russian territory. But you understand that it is a big secret, Russian secret, and we can judge only by its name, Geran. So Russian variants of Iran drones named Geran 2. And in fact they have a lot of different modifications. and they are they are 3.5 meters long and 2.5 meters wide, and they able to carry 50 kilos of TNT or TNT like explosives. You can see warhead here with explosives, and but sometimes they launch drones without explosives in order to distract and exhaust our air defense system. And maybe 50% of drones launched without explosives, but we don't know what drone is with explosives and what drone is without. So even without explosive inside, they have a very high devastating power. And I'm refugee from Donetsk, and I have been renting for apartments here for 11 years already. To be more precise, 11 and a half years. You can see some delegation there living or just came here, have no idea. It is commonplace for this square. There are a lot of foreigners here, those who visit this place to give their respects to our fallen soldiers. And on distance you can see a memorial wall over there. I have already been there, but I plan to return to that place. Well, where we, I'm refugee from Donetsk, and I changed 7th apartment already. And last time I changed my apartment that I rented 3 months ago, and on that day, one of drones fortunately without explosive, hits apartment of my landlord. He miraculously stayed alive, but his apartment was destroyed, and we needed to search for new apartments to rent. So here and everywhere you can see some people, smiling people, but it has nothing to do with this war, because of I mean their smiles, and everyone lost something or someone during Russian invasion to Ukraine, and the same about me. I lost my home and everything that was there to my heart in Donetsk. I had one flat and one house, and I had my favorite, my beloved garden, and I left. I lost everything. And I suppose forever. I will never going to return to my native, to my small motherland. And here you can see another exhibit of this exhibition. It is a Ukrainian bus, evacuation bus, and it was hit by Russian drone during evacuation civilians in Kherson district. Kherson district is a coastal city next to Black Sea, and it is not far from Odessa. And there is some information about this bus. It was donated to Ukraine by Project Roads of Life from New Zealand. So Russians destroy everything in Ukraine. buses, cars, power stations, hospitals, kindergartens, school, everything, everything. Well, guys, you can hear bells of Mikhailivska church. It is in front of me. Well, this is ballistic missile. Точка U. Soviet Union made it. Is quite outdated. And I think there are not left missiles like this neither in the Ukrainian army nor in Russian army. But it is not exact information because you understand that information about all equipment, Russian equipment and Ukrainian equipment is military secret. Well, and name of this missile is Точка U. Its original length is 6 meters, but here you can see just half of missile, approximately 3 meters, and missiles like this are able to carry 500 kilos of TNT or TNT like explosives, and also they able to carry nuclear warhead. There are some questions. When that was the case, why would Iran need to capture case? Why would Iran need to capture one? So Russia started to attack us with drones like this in August of 2022, and they started to launch dozens of drones like this. But nowadays they launch hundreds of drones like this every night, and sometimes they attack us in daytime. They try to attack us in nighttime because of it's harder to detect them in night sky. And 3 nights ago they launched 1,000, or to be more precise, 950 something. Yeah, well, 1,000 missiles. We know what to do with this airborne vehicles, but we're able to take down about 95%. But you can easily count that some drones like this able to reach their destination, to their targets. Well, guys, and this is a civilian car, and in these 2 civilian cars some extended family from Bucha. I suppose you know infamous city of Bucha, which is approximately 30 maybe 40 kilometers from Kyiv, and passengers, owners of these 2 cars tried to escape Russian Russian occupation in February and March of 2022. But as you can see, their escape was not successful. But thankfully, all passengers of these 2 cars stayed alive. But they were heavily wounded, and they were sent to Germany for treatment. Well, guys, once again, hello from Kyiv. My name is Sergey Uzlov. I am Kyiv guide, and I also a refugee from Donetsk, which is in eastern part of Ukraine. And today we are in central part of Kyiv, capital of fighting country Ukraine, and we are on Mikhailivska Square. And Mikhailivska Square named after Mikhailivsky Monastery is here. And on Mikhailivska Square also is exhibition of Russian, mostly Russian military vehicles that were brought here from different parts of Ukraine. These vehicles were destroyed by Ukrainian regular army and territorial defense forces in March and February of 2022. Well, now I wanna show you, I wanna present you Alex. He's not professional basker. He's a lover of ancient Ukrainian instruments, and he works as a scientific worker at a museum, and sometimes he's here on Mikhailivska Square to earn some money and to propagate, popularize Ukrainian ancient music. This instrument is a lira. Guys, if you don't like my English, please switch to other channel. People of my generation don't speak English at all here in Ukraine, because of Ukraine was part of Soviet Union, and Soviet Union no one could speak any language. But I am self-educated person, and my goal to show you how we live here, how we survive here during this wartime. But if you want to discuss level of my English, please you can do it. Feel free. But I know that most of people understand me, and I understand them. This is my task. That's all. Thank you guys. Thank you for your comments. Doesn't matter what comments, but I wanna pay your attention to this cruel and non-stop war here in Ukraine. And I know that a lot of people, most of residents of our planet focus their attention on war in the Middle East, but war in the Ukraine it's full swing. Let's discuss this war, but not level of my English. I know that my English is not perfect, but every day I try to level it up. For those who is new on my channel, we are in Kyiv, capital of Ukraine, and we are on Mikhailivska Square, and in front of me is street musician Alex. He plays lira, ancient Ukrainian music instrument. Okay, okay, Dirko. You can also subscribe my Facebook channel. You can find its address of my page. It is not difficult, so please send me private message if you have. And in general, guys, if you have questions about Ukraine, about war in Ukraine, and about events around Ukraine, so please send me private messages, because of sometimes I'm not able to read your messages now under this my stream. First of all, because of bright sun today, and second reason is that there are a lot of messages and comments here. Okay, okay. I made screen print, so I'll send you a message if you want. It will be later, maybe in 2 hours, maybe 3 hours in the evening. Thank you for your likes, for your subscriptions, guys. And if you have opportunity to support me, to support my channel of a refugee from Donetsk, so please treat me with a cup of coffee. Thank you for that. And by the way, several words about language. My first language was Russian. I was born in a Russian speaking family, and when I went to kindergarten, to school, and to technical university in Donetsk, the only language was Russian in the Soviet Union. Or to be frank, Ukrainian language was not banned, not prohibited, but most of films, books, and songs and everything was in Russian. So it was creeping Russification. And that's why many people, especially people of my generation, don't speak English, and some of them don't speak Ukrainian. But when before Russian invasion here to Ukraine, maybe 50% of all Ukrainians spoke Russian. But after Russian invasion, we feel uncomfortable, and we feel some danger when we meet people who speak Russian. So I speak English and Ukrainian only. In any way, when I'm outside, I never speak Russian. Maybe only with friends. Sometimes I meet here Russian citizens, but there are few Russians here. They're afraid to visit Ukraine after Russians' atrocities here. Originally from Kyiv. I love that you do this. I learned Russian and Ukrainian. At the same time, I never got to use Ukrainian. I spoke суржик to protest. Я розмовляю українською зараз. Я потрошечки почав забувати російську мову, але в родині ми розмовляємо російською по більшій частині. Але коли я на вулиці, російської мови для мене не існує. Thank you for your comments. And in front of me, harvesting combine. It was donated to Ukraine from United States, or to be more precise, by foundation of Howard Buffett. And as you can see, this combine was destroyed in Kherson district during its work. So Russians destroy everything. They attack everything and everyone here. So every person who is not Russian here is a target for them. And last winter was very cold, and sometimes temperature was as low as 30. But if to speak for myself, I experienced the lowest temperature minus 22. And during that last winter, they intensified attacks on our energy and thermal facilities, and they wanted to kill all of us because of oh well, guys, you can hear bells of Mikhailivska church. And please, guys, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also if you have opportunity to support my channel, you know what to do. You can find reference to buy me coffee. Maybe it will be small amount of money, but I'm refugee for 12 years already, and every month I need to spend quite considerable money for my rental. Well, let's listen to bells. Yeah, this is Ukraine. This is Kyiv. For those who is new on my stream, it is Ukraine, capital of Ukraine, Kyiv. Here is Mikhailivska church, bell tower of Mikhailivska church, and here is also Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So as far as I understand, you live not in Ukraine now. Is it really so? Okay, guys, let's go to Dnipro River. I'll show you the biggest, the greatest river in Ukraine, and obviously in Kyiv, Dnipro. So let's go through the gate of Mikhailivska church, and in 5 minutes we'll be next to Dnipro River. So please stay with me, stay tuned. Some beggar. Well, guys, thank you for your kind words, but if you will back up your words with some several dollars or euros. It will help me to survive and till the end of this war. Because to say it true, it is a hard time for me and my family. Yeah, yes, it is not bad decision to go to United States. I never blame Ukrainians, those who fled to other countries. It's their private business. But I am not going to leave my country on several reasons. First of all, I am not so young person, so maybe if I were younger, maybe I moved to some countries also. And by the way, when Russia started their full-scale invasion 4 years ago, I had a lot of invitations from my Facebook friends and from my friends from other social networks, and we decided to stay here in Ukraine. And every morning I wake up with thoughts that it is the last day of the war, but this is lasting for 12 years already. So, it is one of my other problems is absence of housing in here, and I moved to Kyiv 11.5 years ago, and I had only one pair of shoes and everything that I was able to fit to one bag and one suitcase. And during these years of my staying here in Kyiv, I was able to earn everything I need for life. And in case if I leave for Kyiv for some other countries, even temporary, I don't know what to do with my stuff. I have several pairs of shoes and coats, and I have everything for life, but I don't know where to leave everything. So it is one of the reasons why we decided to stay here, and I hope that this war will not last long. But unfortunately, President of United States and his entourage, they support Russia now. It was a surprise for me and for millions of Ukrainians. And if not Trump, I think this war finished already. Trump licks Putin. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think they are in cahoots. Well, my dear viewers, it is the upper station of Funicular. Funicular is cable railroad that connects this place and the lower station. It is historical part of Kyiv, Podil, and let's have a look at wagon tram. It's approaching from lower station. When in Kyiv, please don't forget to take ride on Funicular. It will take only 2.5 minutes and maybe later we'll go to down there to Dnipro River. You can see tram. Tram was designed for 100 passengers. Its ticket is only 20 cents only. But people here are very poor, so for many people it's still money. It is still money, 8 hryvnias. And by the way, rate of exchange of local hryvnia to euro is 1 to 50. So for 1 euro you can have for 50 Ukrainian hryvnias, local currency. How are you, my Ukrainian brother? I'm still alive. I'm still alive, and every night Russia plays with us Russian roulette, and they launch hundreds of drones, and not every day, but nearly every day they launch missiles, and whether I will be alive next morning, I don't know. I'm alive, and it is the most important for me, and maybe not everyone know what is candy floss. So let's see how this lady will prepare this centrifuge and some heating elements, and you can see very nice process. It's nice. Verko Mudri. It's nice. I'll send you message. I don't forget. Okay, enough. Well, guys, now we're in beautiful park. Its name is Volodymyr Hill. Weather is nice today, approximately 17 above zero. I always stress that's above zero, because just 1 month ago temperature was below zero. And Russia tried to kill us with frost, and they attacked us with different kinds of missiles and drones, and their main targets were heating equipment and in general energy equipment. But as you can see, we alive, and we enjoy spring as well as birds. You can hear. I think they are thrushes and starlings. Well, behind the trees you can see Podil. It is lower city, and difference in altitude between this place and lower station of Funicular is 75 meters. And now, hello brother from Ukraine. I am from Ukraine also. I am in Kyiv, as you can see. Now we are nearing to observation deck next to Great Ukrainian River Dnipro. It is very, very beginning of spring. Last winter was very cold, and miraculously uh, spring calendar and spring weather started on the first day of March, and on 24th of February temperature was I don't remember exactly, but it was minus something, maybe 3 or 5 below zero. Glory to Ukraine, glory to heroes. I was streamed from Zaporizhia, and I'm there, man. Thank you guys. Several words about Dnipro River. Dnipro River divides city of Kyiv into two parts. It is not administrative division, just it is informal division. So on distance you can see left bank, living apartments, areas. It is mostly sleeping area in Kyiv, and by the way I rent a flat there on left bank. And right bank, this part of the Kyiv is a historical place in the city, and left bank before dam on the river of Dnipro in Vyshgorod city was built. Left parts of Kyiv every spring was flooded, and you can imagine how uncomfortable was life there, because of everything there. Houses were underwater, and after dam on the river was built, flood stopped. And as you can see, approximately half of all residents of Kyiv live on the left bank. And did you know that on the river of Dnipro in 50s and 60s of 20th century, 6 dams were built and 6 water reservoirs emerged. And in summer, I don't remember months, but in summer of 2015, Russians exploded their latest dam on the river, and about, just listen attentively, about 18 cubic kilometers of water flashed all downstream. People, cemeteries, cow farms, everything. It was the Chernobyl 2. It is like it was a catastrophe for a global scale, but I don't know why the most of people around the world preferred to be silent. I don't know. Jesus Christ is Lord. Yes, you know what's going on. I will help people. Thank you guys. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscriptions, and if possible, if you can, please treat me with coffee. Obviously, I need not coffee. I need to pay rental for my flat, for my apartment, which is on left bank of the city. And now I don't know where to go. Whether I take Funicular or walk down. So One of the problems I encounter here during my stream is the bad quality of internet. So before Russian invasion, internet coverage was everywhere and every corner of Kyiv, but nowadays it is a problem. Well guys, for those who is new on my channel, my name is Sergey Uzlov and I'm a Kyiv guide, and also I'm refugee from Donetsk. So war for me began 12 years ago. So if you have questions about this war, so please don't hesitate, ask me. And it's better if you send me a message, private message, because of there are too much comments here and some replicas, and not always I able to give answer for your questions. Thank you for your questions. I'm still alive. That's all. I cannot say 100% that I'm okay. If it depends. It depends, guys. Well. I think. I don't know what to do. Maybe let's walk on foot to Central Square, Maidan. Next to me is Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, and on left is Mikhailivsky Monastery. Before full-scale invasion, I was guided to Chernobyl exclusion zone area contaminated with radiation after explosion in unit number 4 of Chernobyl nuclear power plant, and I gave nearly 1,000 tours to Chernobyl zone, but Putin took this job from me, and he took everything that was there to my heart. I mean in Donetsk, in eastern part of Ukraine, so I sorry about my garden with a lot of fruit trees, and I had a plot of strawberries and raspberries, and I had different kinds of vegetables, and I lost everything. He who believes in God also believes in the devil, maybe. And devil now is among us, among people. His name is Putin, and his friends, they are devils. Well guys, please, if you appreciate my job, please strike like button. Mikhailivska church, which is behind this building, was demolished by Bolsheviks, and they planned to build here a governmental center, and they had time to build only this building. This building was intended for Central Committee of Communist Party of Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic, and they demolished Mikhailivsky Monastery in order to build a similar building like Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And when German Nazis invaded to territory of modern Ukraine. This construction put on hold and never resumed. And this church was rebuilt by the end of 20th century. So you can see replica, but it's exactly duplicates original. I studied this issue and I scrutinized a lot of photos, and I can safely say that it is very exact copy of original monastery that was built early 12th century. Oh, this pram. I heard some strange sounds, and any sounds evoke some anxious feeling, because of we are during the war, and for the last time I was able to see a passenger plane 4 years ago, before Russian full-scale invasion, and now we have not air communication in Ukraine, and no one airport, civilian airport, works. There has some Americans don't understand, but although in front of you there are domes and clear way. Yeah. So I'm streaming from Kyiv streets, and from the first look, Kyiv is a peaceful part of Ukraine, but it is not really so, because of every night we experience air attacks, and cities and villages in south, east, and north of Ukraine are razed to the ground. And here on Mikhailivska Street is my friend Alex. He's playing ancient Ukrainian instrument lira. I didn't tell you that I believe much about God. I'm agnostic, and whether God exists or not, it's not about me. So I don't think about God. I think about victory over Russia. Russia is 28 times bigger than Ukraine. It is a very militarized country with a lot of weapons, with a lot of money, and in general Russia is the biggest country in the world, and they have everything for their happy life, for thriving life, but they think another. They decided to destroy neighboring country Ukraine. Thank you, Alex. Now, quick look at open air exhibition of mostly Russian military vehicles that were destroyed during first stage of Russian invasion. I'm just stressing that first stage of full-scale invasion, because of Russia invaded Ukraine 12 years ago in 2014, and full-scale invasion they started 4 years ago on 24th February of 2022. Well, and run out of soldiers. Okay, and guys, in front of me If you are new on my stream, it is ambulance that was in frontline areas, and it was destroyed, I suppose, with a drone. And yellow one over there, it is harvesting combine. It was donated to Ukraine from America by Buffett's Foundation, and it was destroyed with the Russian drones. And this is combat staff vehicle. All these vehicles in this row were designed and made, I suppose, in times of Soviet Union, with some maybe modernization. Russia had a lot of vehicles like this, dozens of thousands of vehicles. But Ukraine, in the first stage of Russian invasion, used very similar, I can say the same vehicles, but nowadays these outdated vehicles were replaced by modern, sophisticated vehicles from our allies. This is howitzer, self-propelled howitzer Star S. It has caliber 120 and 52 millimeters, and this is Russian, obviously Russian infantry fighting vehicle BMP-2, and this is a tank, a T-90A. It has caliber 122 millimeters, and 125 millimeters, yeah, right. And on distance is Saint Sophia Cathedral. It is not active church, it is a museum now. And St. Michael, it is active monastery and active church. And in front of me is a kind of business card of Kyiv monument to great Princess Olga. Her figure is in the middle of this monument. And this gentleman, maybe not gentleman, I don't know how to say, maybe you will give me a clue. He is, this figure represents one of 12 apostles, Andrew first called. And on right are Cyril and Methodius. They were Christianity enlighteners, and also they were Slavic language developers. In the middle of the composition is Princess Olga. She ruled this area in the middle of 10th century. Okay guys, thank you for staying with me. My name is Sergey Uzlov. I'm in Kyiv. We are in Kyiv now, and we are heading to the main square of Kyiv, Maidan. Maidan is a Levnosti or Independence Square. Yes, Princess Olga was ruthless. Absolutely agree with you. And it was commonplace in 1,000 years back. But now we live in 21st century, and 21st century is for love, for travels, for learning languages, for developing technologies, for everything, for anything, but not for war. And Russians are as cruel as German Nazis and maybe Olga, Princess Olga, that lived more than 1,000 years ago. And Russia is a medieval country that destroys everything in their path. And Ukraine turned to be first on their way to the west. Moscow stole the name Rus. So Rusi, it is a very arguable issue. Yeah, I agree with you because of Kyiv is ancient city, and Kyiv was founded 1,500 years ago, and Moscow emerged only in 12th century. And Russia steals everything, and they weaponize everything. History, weather, language, monuments, everything. Yes, name of the modern Russia, first name it was Moscovia. It is some new cafe. It was opened maybe just yesterday or day before yesterday. Yeah, Kyiv, by the way, it is very good to know history of countries, Russia, Ukraine, United States and other countries, but it is not imminent to our modern life to grab other territories. Because of map of countries of Ukraine, of our planets changed hundreds, thousands, and dozens of thousands times. And did you know that St. Petersburg in 18th century was a territory of Sweden? To say nothing about, not to mention about Rome Empire. So France, Greece, and many other countries were parts of Rome Empire. It means nothing. It is history. We have to know history, but to change borders in 21st century, it is very bad thing. It is not unhuman thing, especially with weapon. Yes, dear Paul. I absolutely agree with you. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for understanding. And one of the reasons, one of the goals of my stream is spread information about history of Ukraine and about this unfounded war. So Russia is a huge country with a practically unlimited number of mineral resources, forestries, and everything for happy life, but they decided not to improve their life. They decided to destroy our life. And between 7 and 9 million of Ukrainians had to leave their homes and went to other countries because of Russian invasion. And Russia lost 1,500,000 their own citizens What for? They cannot neither explain nor understand due to Russian propaganda. And I, at that time, before 1991, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Georgia, Azerbaijan and other countries were part of the one country. But in 1991, 15 former Soviet republics, they gained independence, including Ukraine and Russia, and we started to build our own state as well as Russia in the same year. But we decided to build a democratic free country, but Russia decided another. They began to build dictatorship. Now Russia is a terrorist state and dictatorship, and the sole ruler of the country of Russia is Putin. So their parliament, Duma, it is just fake. They 100% subordinate Putin, and they don't take decisions. They just puppets, Putin's puppets. Yeah, it's a banality. I know history of Ukraine very well, and the history of Russia. You are right. I absolutely agree with you. Well, guys, now we are nearing to Maidan. Maidan is the main square of Kyiv. By the way, it is Ukrainian trolley bus. And during last winter, electricity-driven vehicles did not work because of we had not electricity to feed them. And now, as you can see, movement of trolley buses and trams resumed. But we still experience blackouts, and nearly every day we experience air attacks, and McDonald's is closed during air attack, and the customers recommended to go to bomb shelter. The nearest bomb shelter here is a metro station, and metro station Maidan is a ležnosti, is maybe 300 meters from this place, and here is entrance to underground trade mall Globus. You can see name of this trade mall. Yeah, Dirko, I absolutely agree with you, but Ukraine is the country that is peaceful one, and we need not any other territories. We just need to kick off occupiers from our land, from Donetsk, from Lugansk, from Crimea, from other occupied parts, and that's all. It is our goal in this war. Well, guys, who's new on my channel, we are in Kyiv, in the very heart of Kyiv. Now we are nearing to the main street of Kyiv, Khreshchatyk Street and Maidan. Maidan, it is a square, central square, Independence Square. Hello guys, hello from Kyiv, the capital city of fighting country, fighting against occupation of the biggest country in the world, Russia. And Russia is 28 times bigger than Ukraine, but we are not going to surrender. We'll fight till the last of Russians on Ukrainian land. Yeah, they have not a chance, but you see every day they kill dozens and even hundreds of our citizens, mostly young generation. But people of all generations fight against Russia. But a lot of young people, those who is our treasure. Well guys, please subscribe my channel if not difficult for you, and also I will be grateful for you for a cup of coffee. I understand that many of you see me for the first time, but I'm just repeating that I'm from eastern part of Ukraine, and Russia grabbed my house, grabbed my apartment and my gun and everything. So I have nothing here in Kyiv. I mean nothing. I mean housing here, and every month I need to pay rental. So I'll be glad if you. I'll be grateful to you if you able to send me some maybe small amount of money, very small, €5 or so. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dirko, thank you. It is essential for me. So now I'm going to cross the main street of Kyiv, Khreshchatyk, and my next destination is People's Memorial to our fallen defenders. People who were born in Soviet Union, they recognize this melody. It is a melody. It is a soundtrack for a very popular film, Soviet film. Thank you, Mr. Oleg. Thank you.
Серебряная гитара.
Well, guys, if you want to donate to this beautiful trumpeter, you can send me some money, and I promise to give some of this money to this man. His name is Oleg. Imino, yes, right. Yes, they speak Russian. Because of in Soviet Union was a creeping Russification, and all films, books, and education was in Russian. So I was born in Soviet Union, and when I went to kindergarten, school, university, everything was in Russian, and all popular films were in Russian. I'm not going to lie. Some films were in Ukrainian, but they were not as popular as Russian films. Guys, please, if you send me some money for coffee, I promise you to share this part of this money with Oleg, musician. I know him well because of his here in warm seasons. Well, guys, maybe we'll lose internet connection, so stay with me for several seconds. Maybe, Dirko, maybe he's a Russian troll, Anton, and here on my stream a lot of Russian trolls or pro-Russian trolls. Usually they just send some offensive message, and they are not waiting for my reply, and I'm not going to reply Russian or pro-Russian trolls because of it is useless business to argue with them. They are just paid. Я зараз зроблю фото. And this woman asked to sign petition. Usually you can see that thousands and thousands of not only Ukrainian warriors gave their lives for independence of Ukraine and independence of the whole democratic world, and this woman asking to sign petition, maybe to marry them with some well, excuse me, just to memorize, to commemorate their feats. Look at the faces of these guys. Some of them are young, some of them middle-aged, and others in a respectable age, and they are our treasure, but to my regret, to regret of my Ukrainian fellow countrymen, these guys were killed by Russians. They defended their homes, their families, but what Russians do here, they cannot explain. They have already lost 1.5 million here, and they killed hundreds of thousands of our warriors, our guys, and we know they knew what for they gave their lives, but what for Russians are dying here in Ukraine, they cannot sanely explain, because they soaked with Russian propaganda, and they refuse to listen to their minds, and they listen only Putin. It is propaganda. It is Russian propaganda, and what Russian propaganda is, I know it very well, because of I was born in Soviet Union, and I was under influence of Soviet propaganda, and it is like a mass destruction weapon. It destroys minds of people, and unlike nuclear weapon destroys flesh of people, but propaganda destroys minds of people. Look at these faces. You can encounter here on this People's Memorial not only Ukrainian flags, and people from other countries were killed by Russians in Ukraine also. A lot of Georgian flags here, and some flags are American and British flags. This plot of land dedicated to memory of Belarusians. You can see Belarusian flags. And did you know that Russian voluntary units is fighting for Ukraine, in Ukraine, against of Russian invaders? For those who is new on my stream, we are in the very city center of Kyiv, Maidan Незалежності. My name is Sergey Uzlov. I am Kyiv guide. So if you are going to visit Kyiv, don't forget to send me a message, and I will give you a beautiful tour around Kyiv, but after our victory. And if you have guts to visit Ukraine nowadays, I also can give you a tour around Kyiv and Kyiv district. During my tours around Kyiv district, we visit places that were under occupation and later liberated areas in the Kyiv districts. And you obviously know infamous name of the city, Bucha, Irpin. So my tour lasts about 6 hours, and we visit places of battles and exploded bridges and destroyed buildings. Today is end of working week, so there are quite a lot of people here on Maidan and on Khreshchatyk street. Now we are nearing to the monuments dedicated to founders of Kyiv. Kyiv is an ancient city with more than 1,500 years history, and according to legend, Kyiv was founded by three brothers Kyi, Shek, Harif, and their sister Libid. So now we are approaching to the monument to founders of Kyiv. Nowadays everyone is a photographer and filmmaker. But when I was young, maybe just every 10th or maybe 20th person had a camera, film camera. Now some people have several cameras, including me. I have a very nice camera with stabilizer, but unfortunately it is not able to conduct streams through this my camera, and now I use just a conventional telephone without stabilizer. On distance, tall building is Hotel Ukraine. After it was built after Second World War, and it had name Moscow. Now it is Ukraine. So we try to distance ourselves from Russia, and many streets, squares and monuments related to Russia were renamed, or monuments were destroyed. Maybe it is not quite right that Ukraine demolishes Russian monuments, but Russia had to do this because of Russia weaponizes everything, language, history, weather, everything. So they made us to demolish our relations with Russia. And also before Russian invasion, Russian language was quite spread here, and 50% of Ukrainians spoke Russian. But now Russian language is very rare here in Kyiv and other parts of Ukraine. And if speaks for me, I was born and bred in Russian-speaking family, but nowadays I switched to Ukrainian language, and I try to improve my English in order to spread news and events from Ukraine around the world. Because of unfortunately, many people consider this war as some distant war, and they don't understand importance of this war for the rest of the world. We live in the world of communicating vessels, and if not stop Putin here, Russians here in Ukraine, they will spread all over the world. Thank you, Dnipro. Thank you. I promise you guys, if you subscribe my channel and hit me like, I promise to conduct more tours, and I will improve English every day. So in my pockets I have flashcards, so I don't miss opportunity to speak to English-speaking people, and I watch mostly English video reels on internet. Well, guys, please, I need your likes, I need your subscriptions, and if possible, please treat me with coffee. Остров Олег Усик. No. This flag memorial commemorates our fallen soldiers. There is not Usik here. Thanks God he is alive and safe and sound. There are only dead people here. Evgen Kor, next Russian troll. He tries to offend me and offend this fallen soldier, but it is he cannot do it. He is not able to do it. So Russian, go home, and here you can comment any comments, but please go home, or you will stay here forever in Ukrainian land. So I will not ban any trolls on my stream, because of sometimes they debunk themselves, because of they cannot explain, they cannot clarify their messages and their replicas, and it is failed. It is shame for them. They are just hired workers, and they are crazy people. They for them is important only money. Oh yeah. So what's kind of troll? Everything is in fact. The fact is that Russia lost 1.5 million of Russian citizens. This is the truth. And they invaded Ukraine, and they kill children, women, men, older people, and they destroy everything in their path. This is the fact. This is the fact. The rest, it is your opinion. You can write anything you want. But Russians have to be kicked off Ukraine. That's true also. There are thousands and thousands of trolls on Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere. And their task is, I don't know what his task is, because of we are sane people, and we understand that they speak just nonsense. Well, guys, for those who is new on my channel, we are in the very city center of Kyiv. In front of me is main street of Kyiv, Khreshchatyk street, and we are living this very sad place. It is a people's memorial commemorating our fallen defenders, and this is people's memorial. It is people's memorial, and our state has nothing to do with this memorial. And I bet in Russia there is not any memorial like this, because of Russia is a terrorist country, and they try to hide their losses here in Ukraine, and they cannot explain what they are doing here. That's why neither in Moscow nor in Petersburg and other places in Russia there is not memorials like this. Well, guys, let's walk a bit along Khreshchatyk Street. This is my neighborhood. I'm glad to show you my friends, my new friends. Maybe, Dirko, I think you are not for the first time on my stream. I remember your name. Maybe yesterday or maybe the day before yesterday we were together already. This is souvenir stall, and most of souvenirs related to war. There are fake certificates. Zelensky, Klitschko, Sandera. You recognize Biden and so on. It is spring, guys, and there are a lot of people here on Khreshchatyk. You can see that some people dressed very lightly, and while others dressed quite warm. The same about me. You can see I am still in coat because of weather. It's very changeable, and it fluctuates from morning to evening, and at noon temperature was about 18 today, but now I don't know, maybe I feel it is maybe 12, and in the night it will be maybe about 5, about 0. It is central street of Kyiv, Khreshchatyk. You can see a lot of youth here.
Я тебя знаю.
You can see that sidewalk is not in the best condition, and you understand that we have other priorities now. Dirko, what streets did you live? Can you tell me? Well, guys, please subscribe my channel, and I promise you to stream maybe not every day, but maybe 5 days a week as minimum. lady cyclist. We are nearing to metro station Khreshchatyk. A lot of youth here, and Russia is going to kill all of us. I'm not exaggerating. Last winter they hit our energy system, and they wanted to immerse us in darkness and cold. And in some apartments, temperature was as low as outside because of they incapacitated our thermal stations here in Kyiv, and I am speaking for myself only, but other parts of Ukraine are in big trouble also. Kyiv is the capital, and we have quite a good air defense system, but maybe you know that 3 days ago Russia hit our western part of Ukraine, and unfortunately that's a part of Ukraine, rare part of Ukraine, is without reliable air defense system. So they were able to hit some historical buildings in Lviv, and some living apartment buildings in Vinnytsia, in Ivano-Frankivsk, and in other parts. Jesus Christ, our Lord God. And you know, I quite agree with you, but Russians declare that they are Christians, they love God, but God for Russians is Putin. Before sending missiles to Ukrainian rear, they consecrate, if it's the right word, they consecrate these missiles. They are devils. Well, guys, thank you for being with me. My name is Sergey Uzlov, and please subscribe my channel, and if possible, please treat me with coffee. So I'm in need because I'm a refugee from the eastern part of Ukraine, and in return I promise you to continue my streams, but I need your support. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow, maybe later, maybe no, I plan to do it tomorrow. Okay, at 4 Kyiv time. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Good luck.